the President of the United States.
In the face of impeachment, Donald Trump likes to remind his core supporters about the election stakes in 2020.
We are returning power to you, the American people. With your help, your devotion, and your drive, we are going to keep on working. We are going to keep on fighting. And we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning.
Trump supporters like Nancy Freye need little convincing.
I think he's done right by the whole country. He's fighting for all of us every day. I don't know how he can even get anything done, but he does. So good for him and for us.
But in Washington, a more solemn constitutional process could have a big impact on Trump's re-election hopes.
You will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws, so help you God.
The Senate now sits in judgment of President Trump in an impeachment trial to hear the case brought by House Democrats, alleging that Trump improperly pressured Ukraine to help him in his re-election bid. Congressman Adam Schiff.
President Trump, by such conduct, has demonstrated that he will remain a threat to the Constitution if allowed to remain in office.
The trial has prompted hallway protests. And the stakes for Trump and the country are huge, says Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
The weight of history, the eyes of history, you feel it, are upon you.
Trump is widely expected to be acquitted by the Senate and remain in office.
A lot of presidents, some good, some not so good. But you got a good one now, even though they're trying to impeach the son of a bitch. Can you believe that?
But how the trial proceeds could affect the president's election chances, says analyst John Fortier.
Well, President Trump's numbers, approval numbers, have never been that good, but they've been in a narrow band. He has strong support from his Republican base, but has a hard time adding to that. So he's a little bit below where you'd expect a president to be if he were to win re-election.
Trump should benefit from a strong economy and his reputation as a tough campaigner, says Jim Kessler.
I wouldn't underestimate him. You know, he's always been an unpopular president. He was an unpopular candidate, but he's a very good counterpuncher.
I love champions.
Trump's impeachment will be a factor for many voters in November, says Hans Noel.
It's going to be about whether or not Trump was exonerated or whether or not the crimes and other misdeeds that are associated with him are actually bad enough that voters should vote him out.
Trump's fate in the Senate will be decided within weeks. The final judgment from U.S. voters will come in November. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.